This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Our World Is End. In the last episode, surprise upon surprise, it seemed like the Obsidian Man was going to win by stealing the data of Girl A. But then, after the data was taken, Girl A's memories returned and we found out it was Reina-san. And who didn't see that coming? But hey, she saved us, right? But then before we could have our tearful reunion, we were kicked out because probably because of Deguchi Miyabi, but we weren't going to take this line down. We got to confront them about this. We weren't quite done yet. What's going to happen next? Well, let's find out today. What's with all the racket? When we're inside, the first thing we hear is Deguchi-san. He sounds displeased. We walk up to the counter behind which he's standing. Mr. Exit, why'd you cut the line? The operation was supposed to last an hour more. W.O.R.L.D heatedly questions Deguchi-san, who seems perfectly calm. When I noticed a large movement of data, I also saw that Nabi-kun's heart rose by 5%. I was monitoring it from here, you see. I guess that something dangerous happened quickly into the operation. But even so, W.O.R.L.D keeps pushing it. According to Nabi-kun's explanation, the person you called the Obsidian Man appeared in the Akashic and almost killed you. I feel like I deserve thanks instead of yells. ... W.O.R.L.D falls silent. Deguchi-san has a point. Iruka-san survived thanks to his spare soul, but that doesn't change the fact that he was once killed. The rest of us were at risk of dying too. But then we have Reina-san? Well, he didn't know that. As we fall silent, Miyabi speaks, looking serious. But Deguchi-san, the heart rate danger line for drive investigations is 15%. Shouldn't you have supervised the situation a bit longer? It was taking a turn for the better. Miyabi-san's words made Deguchi-san sigh. Even we're saying that? The operation involves civilians whose heart rates I can't monitor. I didn't know the situation, so I'd say my decision was sound. You're not wrong there. Miyabi-san falls silent. With her giving in, the exchange ends. The one to speak next is Natsumi-san. She sounds fierce. That's fine and all, but we need to go to the New World, Akashic again. Why? He raises an eyebrow. Because Ichirei is there. There's determination in her eyes. She clearly went back down. She's played this Undertale game before. Lineage Rose? Not even we expected Girl A to be her. Now that your memory data is transferred to Akashic, you have no business going there again. Isn't that one-sided? Reina is one of us. I'd say we have a right to see her, but she's data now. She's not even, like, physically there anymore. I mean, isn't she hidden in your data at J7, though? Couldn't you just pump her out from there or something like that? Eh, whatever. Everyone nods. As far as I'm aware, Reiji has already passed away. That means that was just data, and the fact that Lab 13 wanted to get it means that it's possible she might be one of them. What, Reina with Lab 13? Like hell! But we had administrative power, didn't she? I'd say that's solid proof. Oh yeah, she did. Cut the crap! There's no way that our Reina is one of those shady bastards. I'm not gonna tolerate this insult. W.O.R.L.D hits the counter. He's infuriated. Wow. Usually doesn't get mad. I don't care about your sentimentalities. Anyway, you won't be involved with Akashic ever again. Just be glad that you're still alive. But Lee! Take a hint already. This isn't a game. You've made no business getting involved in this. Deguchi-san has turned outright threatening. Yeah. It's fine, Tanyan. Tatiana's shocked into tears. Yuno-san hugs her. Reina-san's still in that world, and we can't just ignore that. But we also know that this is something we can't get involved in. I don't know what Lab 13 is planning, but a game studio like Judgement 7 certainly has no business getting involved in that. Yeah, it's almost like we should stop right now, but we're not. We just don't know what to do. We're standing shocked. We're standing shocked still? Ding. Not saying anything. Anyway, this is professional territory. Forget about Akashic and never get involved in any of this again. It's not a request. It's a warning. His stern expression makes clear just how serious he is. ... W.O.R.L.D sounds completely vexed. But we have no argument we can make. Sorry guys, but Deguchi-san is right. I forget everything about this and return to just making games, please. Miyabi-san looks apologetic. And so, we're forced out of the cafe. I mean, and the fact that they're not really the top there, they're just representatives, so they probably have to do what the bosses say at that point. On the way back to the office, none of us say a word. The moment we return, Awari-san dismisses us and goes back to his penthouse, while Natsumi-san holds up in her room again. Oh, is this the part of the game or the story where everyone gets depressed and feels like we're not going to win, yada yada yada? I've seen that a million times. The rest of us gather in the dev room. Yeah, well, it's not like we're going to go save her and save the day or anything like that. Nope, game over here. Yep, that's it. The rest of us gather in the dev room, but obviously none of us are in the mood for game development. Too much has happened today. I'll just go home. Haruka-san staggers out. The only ones left now are me, Asana-san, Yuno-san, Tatiana. We all just sit at our desks, not saying a word. Eventually, Asana-san and Yuno-san stand up. And we'll just go back to Reiji-kun, Tanyan, see ya. They leave with dejected looks on their faces. Right after that, Tatiana stands up from her chair. Oh, go have a nip. I'm gonna deteriorate now. Tatiana gloomily heads to the lounge. Left alone, I stare up at the ceiling and think. Girl A was Reiji Ichinose-san, or rather, virtual personality. Her memory data was in Judgment 7 servers all along. However, the Obsidian Man transferred it all to Lab 13. Deguchi-san and Miyabi-san told us not to get involved in Akashic ever again. It's also shocking that I can't properly process it. The others are probably feeling even more conflicted. They have actually developed games alongside Reiji-san. I'll just go home. There's nothing I can do here right now. I gather my stuff and leave the dev room. Well, I gotta admit, there's ooh, Chapter 9, Our World is Faked. Judge, Men and Girls. Man, another case of if I had played just a little bit longer, we would hit a chapter end. I've only hit that once throughout this whole playthrough. Man, I guess my just feelings of of endings of chapters are just off just a little bit, you know. Oh well. Judgment 7 Dev Office, August 4th, 2017, sometime. It's the day after the operation of Secure Girl A. I arrive at the office, but I don't feel like doing anything. The other members are just sitting around doing nothing too. We still needed time to process the fact that Girl A was Reiji Ichinose-san. The atmosphere in the dev room is heavy, and the one to break the silence first is Awari-san. So, about Reina? We all listen to him, expecting some sort of order. I'm obviously concerned about her. We have no idea what will happen to her now that her virtual personality day is in the hands of Lab 13. However, like Mr. X said, this isn't something we can do anything about. Thus, we J7 shall not get involved in this. His words weigh heavily on everyone. He's not wrong. It's unlikely that we can do anything about a matter involving a section of Riken North, and the fact that we don't have a back door even if we wanted to go back at the time. Even so, this isn't something we can accept that easily. Hold on. You're saying we should abandon Ichirei? I'll never agree to that. She's one of us. You just can't leave her like that. Well, then do something about it. Infuriated, Natsumi-san approaches Awari-san, who remains unfazed. I've already decided. I won't allow any of you to get involved with the New World or DIH ever again. Well, I'm saying that I don't like your decision. I'll never listen to it. Take it back right now. Natsumi-san punches his chest a few times, but he doesn't change his stance. Anyone who doesn't like this decision is free to leave Judgment 7. Tut tut tut. His harsh words make Natsumi-san fall silent, and no one else argues against him. Alright, that's it for today. Go have a rest. It'll do you good. Yeah, I wonder what he means by saying all they said. Awari-san leaves the dev room. He seems fully unapproachable that we can do nothing but blankly stare at the door. My heart is overwhelmed by a mix of confusion and restlessness, and everyone else seems to feel the same way. Everyone except Haruka-san, that is. That's his decision, then I won't go against it. With only those words, he stands up and leaves with his silver hair trailing behind him. I guess he's agreeing because he and Awari-san have been friends for so long. Haruka-san is always hard to understand, but this time he's completely incomprehensible. With him gone, everyone else becomes even more restless. The one who speaks up first is Asana-san. He's the one who complained the most about the forced disconnection. What's with that attitude? Honestly, I misjudged him. Ichirei, I thought I'd never see her again. Yet she's right there in the New World. We can't do anything about it. She's just data, dude. It's not like she's alive. I mean, okay, in a figurative sense, but still. Natsumi-san hangs her head dejectedly. She herself said she looked up to Reiji-san like a big sister, so the situation must leave her in unbearable despair. Sakai is probably scared of that old guy, Deguchi. He's a big muscle man, so Sakai probably got freaked out when he got mad. I don't really think it's because Deguchi-san's a big muscle man, but there's no denying his words are what pushed Awari-san to make this decision. But honestly, I never expected him to give up on Reiji-san so easily. While they complain, Yun-san alone is making a difficult expression.
Sakai-san decided, so I guess there's nothing we can do. The New World is a dangerous place after all. But it's not like him to say we should quit if we don't do as he says.
Yeah, honestly, I never would have thought he'd back down so easily.
True, he's a perv, and I always thought that everyone at Judgment 7 was more dear to them than anything else. I actually feel betrayed.
He even does a secret job for the sake of protecting this company. Why did he give up so easily? Is it because Randy-san is virtual? It's true that the real Randy-san is already dead, and the one we met in the New World is just a gathering of data, an AI made from our memories. That's one explanation, but it doesn't sit right with me. Well, too bad, it's true. I find it hard to believe that Owari-san would ever look at it that way. As I sit around, not sure what to think of all this, I suddenly get a message. Come to my room. Let's see. I take out my phone and see that the one who sent is Owari-san. Come to my room. Don't let anyone else see you. That's all it says. What does he want with me? I have a question, but from the way he wrote it, doesn't seem like I can waste any time. I'm gonna go get some fresh air. I tell that to everyone in Denver and head to Owari-san's room. Judgment 7 office, Owari's room, August 4th, 2017, 1:33 p.m. It's Friday, Friday. Everyone hates that song. It's Friday. Ugh. I open the penthouse door and see Owari-san sitting before the tea table. For some reason, Ruka-san is here too. Welcome to the frontline base of the Judgement, my boy. The time is right. Let's start our counterattack, Reiji. They greet me with words I can't make any sense of. They also seem tired. Tired up. Oh, fired up. Sorry, I can barely... I forgot to thicken the transparency on the window. A complete 180 from how they were in the dev room. What kind of situation is this? A judgment? What's that supposed to be? Oh, yeah, we'll be using that name, so I have to explain it. Judgment is the code name for Judgment 7's 3 guys. Our goal is to gather info on DIH in the New World and retrieve Randy's memory data. He explains whatever Judgment do, and it's the complete opposite of what he said back in the dev room. Did you say that you prohibit anyone involvement with DIH in the New World? No one would accept if I didn't say anything on that. Well, I wouldn't say that they're accepting it. In my response to my words, Owari-san makes a wry grin. He probably knew it'd be like this. Well, we're going up against DIH. It's not something I can involve underage people and girls in. Ooh. Get off the big whale! You should probably play that game if you don't get that reference. There's no telling what kind of dangers await us. I'm underage too, you know. I'm 18. Is that really underage? Well, I guess they're... Wait, when are you considered adult Japanese culture? I don't remember. I know in America it's technically 21, but anyway. I'm just an 18-year-old who graduated from high school, according to the current law that makes me underage. So I guess you have to be 19 or 20 to be an adult in Japan, I guess. Anyway. You are, right? Before all else, right, Reiji? Huh. I can't really agree with their absurd outlooks, but it's true that we can't involve the girls in something so dangerous. Yep, it's definitely a get off the big whale moment. And also, Rain is involved in this, so we can't act like this doesn't concern us. There's no way I'd back down from this. Rain is one of us, after all. Arena. Words from the heart. From the heart to the heart. This is the Owari-san I know. He never abandoned his friend so easily. Also, I'm impressed that Iruka-san instantly understood his intentions. It makes it pretty clear they've all known each other for so long. Naturally, I know what I must do too. I'm not satisfied with this too, so yes, I'd like to help, but what will we be doing exactly? Owari-san folds his arms in thought. Well, let's start by hacking DIH. Oh, it's just that easy. Okay, hold on. What? That's way too big. You don't start with something like the DIH is a government branch, isn't it? Well, that's exactly it. That's the part I don't fully trust Mr. Exon and Miyabi-kun on. Are they really with DIH? What do you mean? Do you think they're lying? Well, I don't know if they're lying per se, but I really don't think that all they're saying is true. Think about it. A cafe is a secret hideout and an information agent that wears a maid uniform? That's way too out there. We're not in an anime, you know. Yeah, but we're in a visual novel, so pretty much the same thing, right? I see your point. I don't know much about what kind of organization DIH is, but this feels shady even for something so bureaucratic. That's what's going on. And that's why we're going after Cafe Exit first. We'll investigate the place. Huh? And after we're supposed to begin Batgirl A, Rain Ichinoze-san, do we really have to look into Deguchi-san and Miyabi-san? Well, about that. Owari-san scratches his shoulders and continues. You know how they cut the connection, though? Though we still had some time left? That doesn't sit right with me. I actually snagged the Cafe Exit communications logs from that time, and boy, did I find something interesting. Wait, so you already have them? Oh, that'd be crazy. No, that'd be crazy. Comm logs were recorded by an analysis tool I had installed in my NWG. Though the tool is designed for games, so it doesn't get anything too crazy. Wire-San types away his keyboard. I've actually heard of programs like that you can put on your computer, and if someone connects to it, that you can get data from it. I forgot what they're called, but a bunch of miscellaneous info starts appearing on the monitors. Well, interesting, isn't it? Yes, proudly. I see! I don't get it! Same here. Well, at least Aruka-san's with me on that one. Aruka-san and I know no next to nothing programming, so we instantly raise a white flag. Wire-san looks at us and begins to explain. Apparently, there were strange datacomms traces during the Girly recovery mission. Look here, it's the time we dived into the New World. See the large number? This datacom log? What? This data comms log. Okay. That was throwing me off for a second. Well, there's been so many writing and proofreading errors in this game, I wouldn't be surprised. He points at this part of at a part of the screen. He says, Saturday, August 3rd, or it says Saturday, August 3rd, 12:15. It's right past midday, which is indeed the time when our NWE began. And this is when we are forcibly disconnected. He points at another place. Saturday 3rd, August 3rd, 12:53:08. Error. Yep, there's an error there. It has to be the trace from when we were disconnected. Look at the data sizes. Everything else probably the emails between Mr. X and Mubikun, except for this. August 3rd, 12:49:50. August 3rd, 12:52:39. He points at two logs, one at 12:49, the other at 12:52. Data involved in this is relatively large. Of course, there are real-world times, but when you convert them to VR times, you get this. Wire-San presses a key, making the monitor display the times next to each other. Saturday, August 3rd, 12:49:50 to greater than August 4th, 9:50:35. Saturday, August 3rd, 12:52:39 greater than Sunday, August 4th, 10:58:26. Both of these times are around 10 to 11 a.m. on the second day of the New World. The latter one happens right before the line was cut. This is interesting data, sure, but what does it imply? It implies, well, who did we meet at that time? I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. Nothing flipped you in the New World. Right about when we brought Girl A to Cafe Exit, right? Sorry, I was using the wrong voice. Back then we only met the man in black and the Infinity Man. Exactly. These logs match the time the Infinity Man appeared and disappeared. Interesting, don't you think? But the comms happened in the real Cafe Exit, so what does that imply? The Wire-san gives us a meaningful look. But the only ones who were in the cafe back then were Miyabi-san and... Wait, no way, Taguchi-san? When the City Man appears, some data comms happen in the cafe exit. However, Miyabi-san was right alongside us in the New World, so it's hard to believe she could send any serious amounts of data. Even communicating by email took quite a while. That means that the only one person could be responsible for the logs of 12:49 and 12:52. Wire-san nods. Of course, this isn't conclusive evidence. However, you probably know why by now, why I didn't want you to involve the girls in this. His unusually serious expression makes me tense, but I nod regardless. Well, shouldn't we at least, I mean, yeah, we want to keep the girls safe, but, Tatiana has some skills as well. Not so much Asana-san or Natsumi-san, but Tatiana, or Yuna-san, but Tatiana has some skills with hacking and stuff like that. Maybe we should get her on board, Come evening, I go out shopping to prepare us for the battle to come. I'm blinking too much. Blinking? Oh, maybe it's because he's tired or something like that. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I rub my eyes. This is all because I've been looking at the PC screen for almost 3 hours after Wire-san called me over to his room. He told me to search for anything that could work as a clue, but that's just too vague. He made me look at the NWE comms log, but most of it was just meaningless, letters and numbers to me. I looked through it over and over again. I couldn't even tell what's off or on. All it did was wear me out. Seriously, there's no way I'd find anything that a Wire-san didn't. As I pick up lunch, halfway to giving up, I ran into two people I know, Natsumi-san and Tatiana. Natsumi-san is cold to Tatiana, while Tatiana is afraid of Natsumi-san, so I've never actually seen them do something together. That was quite a unique pairing. I smell sitcom. Natsumi-san and Tatiana? I'm on a secret mission, so seeing that makes me panic. Oh, you're here. You're still here. I thought you went home already. Even I forgot you existed.
Oh, Reggie, I thought you forgot your job as my attendant with home.
Huh, yeah, I'm still around. I just remembered that I told them I was going out to get some air outside. This is the first time I've seen you two go shopping together. Well,
Not around, so you had no choice but to go with Natsumi.
no choice, you say? Natsumi-san glares, made Tatiana shiver.
No, I mean, I'm very happy to be able to shop together with Natsumi-san.
Tatiana hurriedly corrects herself. Why must I shop around with this child? And by the way, why are you putting Gaiju-Gaiju-kun into my basket? Natsumi-san's basket was what is probably your dinner and soda-flavored Gaiju and a soda-flavored Gaiju-Gaiju-kun. Her cold stare makes Tatiana shiver.
I don't get much allowance.
You're a Riken North researcher, aren't you? Shouldn't you earn more than me? Tatiana shakes her head. Of course they wouldn't pay a kid. That's how they save money.
I'm still in middle school. Sorry, I'm still in middle school, but I'm not an official researcher, so I'm helping Papa for free. But as a thanks, I get to use any electronics I want. But weren't you buying your own Gaiju-Gaiju-kuns after coming to the base? This reminds me of the time Tatiana took me to the convenience store and I recall her buying a Gaiju-Gaiju-kun with her own money. I'm here, Sakai gives me allowance. It's only 100 yen a day, so I can only buy one Gaiju-Gaiju-kun.
I know he gives you food, drink, and a place to sleep too, but 100 yen per day? For a world-famous brand, you really don't understand your own worth. Natsumi-san sighs.
I like being in Judgment 7 Beast. I'm never lonely there.
Tatiana gives a genuine smile. ... Natsumi-san looks at her with a conflicted expression, and then goes in and sighs. Well, sorry.
Well, alright then, but only two. Okay, I'll get another one.
Tatiana jumps for joy and goes to the ice cream section. I must say, you have quite an appetite today. She looks at my basket. It contains packed lunches, miso snacks, and other things, enough to feed 3 people. Dun dun dun. Paradise box lunch, fried chicken lunch. You'll be with the pervert and the man-child, right? She gives me an inquisitive look. Man, is she such a why is she such a detective? Because she's poorly written like that. There's bread and onigiri for breakfast too, so you're obviously staying. And no, it's not poorly written. I'm just making fun. There's bread and onigiri for breakfast too, so you're obviously staying over. What are you planning? Again, why are you such a detective? I don't know. Like Phoenix Wright or Sherlock Holmes or something like that. I almost shout that out loud, but Awari-san told me to be quiet, and that's exactly what I'm going to be. Well, God, you're terrible at keeping secrets, dude. You just let the cat out of the bag. As I think of what to say, she glares at me. Well, will we spill the beans on the operation? Will we keep our manhood intact? Most likely not. Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.